Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play EU4 as Scandinavia, the art of Sweden. And, ooh, our fortress down here is under siege. Okay, well, you guys have fun. Doesn't concern me one bit. And yeah, we are, France started a war against Spain, which is neat. And we're going to help out sort of, kind of, a little. Although, really, my main hope is that France just expends a lot of energy and doesn't necessarily... Well, it can claim territory. That's fine. It's actually not going to make any difference whatsoever in my campaign to take Paris, which I'm hoping to do because there's a funny kind of Easter egg that we will achieve if we do that. So I'm going to help out a bit just because I want to make sure the war is over relatively quickly. I don't think we've got any claims on any of this territory, which is too bad because we might have been able to convince France to give us something. And yeah, we're going to let them sort of fight here. But it's tough because I want France to extend itself and to wear itself out. But on the other hand, I want the war to end relatively soon so that I can go and do my own thing. Like do this. Where France will not join in because we're fighting this other war together. Now, they will join in. If I get declared on, France will come in and probably defend me. And that's really the goal. Like, Austria, I'm weak. Oh, I'm caught up in another war. Attack me now. Whoever, anyone, I don't care who does it. All right, we have just finished annexing Augsburg, though. That is lovely. Now, of course, we're not in a position to annex anyone else yet, but we should probably improve relations with Württemberg. So anyone who's not kind of capped on relations, we want to keep working there. We're not that far off, and a lot of the penalties are going to burn off relatively quickly. May as well do a little bit of sucking up to these other guys too. And I'm going to keep one diplomat around, certainly, but I can do one more. Hesse. Yeah, see, we can work on you, too. So we do have a lot of modifiers that are helping the negative stuff burn off quickly. You can see the aggressive expansion, 4.6. The annex vassal, for whatever reason, actually goes away slower than aggressive expansion. I didn't realize that. But it's getting there. I don't know if we'll be able to annex everything by the end of the game, but we'll be there. We're only at 8 of 6 right now. We're almost not over our limit, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And really, we don't need to annex all of our vassals. You know, yeah, giving us ourselves more land is something, but it's not critical. It's not the end of the world. Looks like France is beating up these guys pretty well. Of course, France has... we can actually check their stats. 7.4 base morale. They also have the full 115 discipline, and that will give them higher tactics as well. I think we're in the same state right now. Oh, maybe not yet, because I did replace my discipline guy with this fellow, just because I wanted the level 3 military advisor. Just spending money to get more military power. We will have to take out a loan in a second, which makes me a little unhappy. Although, here's one thing I could do. I'm not fighting. Yeah, I'm in a war, but why don't I just go ahead and drop my army maintenance bit? Doesn't impede my sieges, as far as I can tell. And we're just hanging out over here, just, I don't know, token effort, something. In fact, I should probably just stay in friendly territory, but I like my own territory, but I'm not being attrition or anything, so hardly matters. Let's go ahead and pick up the Constitution. The administrative efficiency will be amazing later on. Right now, I don't think it'll bother us in this war. Get a new idea group, which we'll have to consider what we want to do. And then, here's the thing. If we are considering potentially getting influence ideas, because there's some handy-dandy stuff in there for us, I think. That means it will continue to delay our ship upgrades. And I think I'm okay with that. I had discussed doing trade, which would give us a hell of a lot of money, but we're doing okay on money right now. Ish. I mean, I guess we are losing money right this second. Maybe it's a bad example. What would I do? Oops. What would I do with extra merchants? Well, I could collect from trade a few different places. God, it's so difficult to decide because they're both really, really good. So, collecting from trade here, we have no influence right now because we're not actually protecting trade. Let me detach an actual blockade and then go back to protecting trade in the English Channel. And you over here as well will do the same thing. English Channel, protect trade. Because there's some money there, and that's... We do have a merchant over here, although we don't have any ships helping out right now. I just felt it was safer to have everyone together before going into a war. I mean, there's stuff we could do with an extra merchant, but not really the end of the world. You know what? I'm going influence ideas. It fits what we've been doing better. All right. And yeah, I'm going to level this up instead of diplomatic technology. Boom. More income from vassals. We do have vassals. I'm not sure that we get tons of income from them. Well, it adds up. It's something. I don't want to ignore it. You know, I'm not in a hurry to finish these sieges. Let's go ahead and just detach the absolute minimum siege. Save ourselves a little bit of attrition. And it's still going to tick just fine. I mean, having more cannons will make the sieges go faster, but why bother? I'm not in a hurry. Not my priority. France is doing a bit of a carpet siege over here while also kicking everyone's ass. This is going to be a pretty easy victory. Now, Imperialist War, take capital. Like, what happens if they win? I have no idea what this is going to do to France. Is it just... I don't know what the Imperialism CB is. I bet you, though, it's something like... basically no cost for annexing. Imperialism... CB. Imperialism. No, that's Imperial Liberation. Imperialism. Take capital. Gives you discount on full annexation demanding provinces. Yeah, alright. That's what I figured. Oh! We're under attack. Up over there. How many enemy heavies are we talking about? Oh, none! Oh, we're gonna crush these guys! They do have a leader. And I'm still gonna bring in my ships just to try to... Wow, yeah, because we're losing ships by the handful. We might have slightly older ships as well. No leader. And we've got a bunch of transports in there. But transports do technically have cannons. They're not, you know, powerhouses by any means. But they do technically have it. It'd be nice to get them to just soak some damage for us. Textile manufacture is done. We actually increased our money by a fair bit. Oh, well, some of that is because we're not reinforcing. Alright, all y'all, come over here. Because we're not reinforcing, so we're making more money. But, in theory, we are producing more goods somewhere, so our production output has gone up. Low maintenance, yes, that is fine, because again, I'm not really getting involved with anything. How could we let our vassals take care of most of the sieging? Okay, everyone's arrived here, come together. Right now, I'm going to detach the injured ones. Oh, we actually stole some light ships, something, something, something. Alright, interesting. Detach base blockade, and everyone else can simply go and protect trade again in the English Channel. Okay, good. You are still getting attrition. They must have full defensive, which is really annoying. That you still get attrition even after you take the territory. But it's fair. Yeah, and so this will be a relatively short war. I'm disappointed that no one declared war on me during this war, and therefore, you know, would have forced France to come in here. But on the other hand, then that might have caused this war to stretch out quite a bit more, and might have overextended us. So we definitely have to start the war against the coalition. While we have France on our side, it will wear out France a little bit more, and we'll have to reset the truce timer. We have no choice there, and then it's going to be from that point forward purely focused on France. Of course, the problem is we're going to continue to get more aggressive expansion overall by taking land over here, which is kind of rough. But what can we do? Hainaut over there, but that's just one province. There's just not that many other corps. A bunch of money. Oh, we don't need the prestige, so let's take the bunch of money. And maybe I won't build anything. I'll just keep a huge treasury kicking around. With enough money, one of the cool things that you can do as well is when you're fighting and, you know, you get a battle, you win or you lose, either way. So your troops over here, you just do a big consolidate so that they, as opposed to letting them reinforce, you consolidate here, then you just build a massive new army over here. It's more expensive than just waiting for reinforcements, but reinforcement, especially in enemy territory, takes forever. So you can actually get your replacements much faster if you consolidate, build a new army, then move the army to the front as well. It effectively works pretty quickly. Okay, apparently we want a siege over here. Oh. Apparently I had some troops. Oh, I bet you that was Augsburg. That makes a lot of sense. At Augsburg down there. Do I have a... Oh, I do have a claim. I'm going to move some troops into there. I'm technically in friendly territory, so let's put a good leader. Let's try to win the battle of here siege it. We might actually get France to give it to me, which would overextend us a little bit more, but it's cool. Spare no expense. All right. We are... Nope, not quite. I thought we'd be over 2 inflation. I was going to happily pay to bring it down, but we're not quite there. So we'll just speed things up, Now, you can leave there. Yeah, we need France to come in on these things. We want our little battle. Got that. We've got our blockade. We're repairing. I don't suppose there's any upgrades we can do here. We can indeed. Let's do a little bit more of that. Get some more proper frigates. On another siege. Pull back. You can go work the English Channel. All right, intercolonial trade. 10% liberty desire on New Scotland might be bad. Oh no, they can afford it. And give us some more permanent mercantilism, which is quite nice. And we'll tax English Louisiana. And win the siege over there. All right. So this isn't generating much in the way of war score, because it's not the primary combatant. But it is hopefully still helping. France is working on Madrid, which is the capital. That's the war goal. They're taking war score. And it looks like they're just going to be able to occupy the entirety of Spain. So what is nice... Oh, Bulgaria left the coalition against us. What is nice about all this is that we will have a truce with Spain, who is in the coalition. Not by much. In fact, they probably would have left regardless soon. And Portugal, we don't have any aggressive expansion, so they wouldn't be in a coalition regardless. We'll recall that diplomat with Hesse. And there's no way for us to get anyone. Wurttemberg is close-ish. We'd eventually be able to pull them in, but not quite yet. Salzburg, have we... Oh, we don't really have any improved relations with you. Let's go ahead and work on that. And who else was it? Augsburg. And we'll go ahead and do that. I mean, we may as well bank as much improved relations now as we can. It takes a long time to build up. And honestly, they're not that far off. If they have, like, no improved relations... they have a little bit. But, I don't know. We'll see. Milan has peaced out. All right, good for them. Now, France is getting some war subsidies out of these guys, which is a little not good. Oh, all these are Scandinavian. That's interesting. We won this, so we'll see what happens. We don't have to check a box or anything. I mean, I could try to separate peace out Spain, but I don't have much in the way of personal war score. I guess what I could do... Oh, France has peaced out Munster. What I could do, and now I've lost some war score. I was going to say ask for some war subsidies from Spain. That might have been an option. You gave me territory. That's interesting. I guess because it bordered me? Holy crap, you gave me 2 provinces. Now that probably gives me aggressive expansion, right? I don't know. Whatever, it's ours now. Cool. Cleansing of heresy against... Oh, because we border... Nice. We border the Netherlands, and technically they're a heresy. But we're not going to do it. They'd be too big to vassalize, right? Oh, God damn it! What's wrong with me? 16, 18, so that's 34. 38, 58. 59, 79. Yeah. They're just too big for me to vassalize. The total war score of all their provinces is slightly over 100. Unless I screwed up my math. Not that that ever happens. Especially not on a live video. I will probably bring this unit home. And actually drop my maintenance basically all the way. We're in a war, but we're not fighting anything. Go ahead and bring all these dudes home. We're going to go to Hamburg, Lunenburg, and Brunswick. Bring them all into friendly territory. Wait for France to peace out, and then see what we can do about triggering this giant coalition. A few people have left it. Tyrol lost their cardinal. Okay, well, we can live with that. Tyrol, yeah. A few people left the coalition. It's going to be important maybe not to increase our AE. It doesn't really matter. I mean, most of the people who are left will not leave the coalition one way or another. But I also don't want to overextend myself, which is just going to slow me down. It's going to cost me some trade power. It's going to cost me a bunch of admin points. I mean, we just took these 2 provinces, but I mean, we didn't really take it ourselves. We might end up with some, you know, with something over here. Although probably not. I guess the deal is France couldn't take anything itself from Munster. So with here, France will probably just take a bunch of provinces for itself and not actually give me anything. That's fine. Unless it can separate peace out Portugal, in which case it might give me that 1 province because it may not care about anything for itself. We need a new idea. And yeah, so again, we've got the military tech we care about, which was 23. So we're going to go up to quantity ideas at this point. Boom. Keep that going. I don't know. I should have checked before. I think by lowering the cost of... purchasing a regiment, I think it also affects the maintenance, which for us is pretty good. Gain a bunch of free prestige, which we really don't need. It's like, ooh, we went from 98 to 100. Oh, this siege can end, or this blockade can end. These are still a lot of early frigates. Let's go ahead and upgrade you. Boom. Then go ahead and once you're done repairing, roll the English Channel some more. All right, France. I guess it doesn't have the ticking war score, so not feeling the need to peace out yet, but jeebus. Yeah, and this war actually might go on for a surprisingly long time. It might do the full 5 years before it, you know, gets full credit. Because the problem is we're fighting a bunch of stuff overseas. And Cosmopolitan Brazil is currently occupied. In this territory, there's a bunch of skirmishes going on. Ooh, we're actually getting our butt kicked a little bit over there. So hopefully France pieces out relatively soon. Now, I could... I got the 14% war score. Could I just ask you for war reparations? Oh, and some money. Quite a bit of money. I am keen on that. Very keen on this. Boom. All right. Now, that might mess up France a tiny bit, but not that much. More importantly, France, how's your manpower? Still not bad, and you certainly have an army the same size as mine. God, this is going to be challenging. Jump on them now while they're in this war. Well, this war's not doing anything for them. It'll just force the peace out a little bit earlier. They've gone up to military tech 24. We have the full offensive and defensive ideas. Yeah, there's so much morale. I don't know if we can do it, guys. I'm actually not 100% convinced. The problem is we can't really get another ally against France. Unless we can somehow... If Spain joins a coalition against France... That's an interesting question. Although we'd have to wait for the truce to wear out. So, yeah, that's a bit moot. But if France takes enough from Spain to get aggressive expansion enough so that when the truce wears out between Spain and France, Spain coalitions France, I could coalition against France and then fight them. Of course, the big problem is, once I do my war with France, they join the coalition against me. And now it's very scary. Yeah, that's actually the biggest problem. Sure, we'll take the yearly prestige. Even though we're capped right now, but 20 years, 400 ducats. You know what? No. Screw it. Screw it. All right. Money. Well, we could get more money. I guess if we're going to do crazy, ridiculous wars, we've got to go whole hog here. So let's go ahead and try to keep boosting our force limit by finishing some of these constructions. Again, the higher end buildings are a good way to dump money without dumping as many military points. Because it still only costs 10 military points, for example. Oh, we can't do that one yet. So we'll let these handful finish. We can get up to the next level. Right now, we're not quite at our force limit right now, but that's because we have the plus 10% force limit guy. Ooh, flagship. Get a free galleon. Get a frigate. Get a galliot. Go ahead and get a free galleon. Why not? Well, it's not free. It costs us a little bit of money, but hardly anything that truly matters. We'll get you to dock over there. Got caravels, frigates. Let me double check. I don't know if anything... I guess I still have some stuff to upgrade, of course. Merge everyone up. What we can afford. And now all of our ships will be absolutely up to date. I'll break off just the lights. Although a lot of them will still have to be repaired. Do that. You know what? Detach the damaged ones. There we go. So the healthy ones will protect. And then the damaged ones, I'm going to tell them to protect trade as well. But they're going to be parked here until they're fully repaired. But it still means my healthy ones can go to town. And we're getting a relatively decent chunk of the pie there. And yes, I know there's, you know, more money in this trade node. And maybe that's the place to run all the ships. Probably it is, actually. I guess I can check. If I protect here, give me a loss of 11. I go to Seville. Profit of 32. Really? Shit. All right, then. Send all our ships there. And we will try to play up with the fact that we just have a lot of territory in this node, and maybe we can increase our trade power. Might make sense to build a bunch of trade ships. Or buildings, rather. Probably does. Marketplaces. Get a few of those in here. I think those are still part of the trade node. And the trade depot. That's somewhat of a different trade node. And a canal over here. North Sea, so no. It's nice that it tells me that on a pop-up, though. Alright. So it is draining some, there you go. Draining, blur, no shortage of both money and Diplo points, but, probably actually a really good idea to have done that. Probably should have done that a little bit sooner. I don't know, there's always like a million different things we've got to do. If I do want to drain some Diplo points, I could culture convert some people. Which will give me, interesting. Which will give me more manpower and tax money. God. Got about 120 years of gameplay left. I don't know how we're going to do this French thing. All these truces are over. They'll have a giant coalition against me. Well, how giant are we actually talking about here? Actually, pretty big. Austria, Hungary. Hungary is less of a concern. Austria is certainly very big. And of course, we do have the Brandenburgian powerhouse over here. All we have to do is reset that timer. We need France. God, this timing is terrible. Need France to get out of their war so that they join mine. This is actually going to... I think this is going to cost us our time. Unless we do some ridiculous truce breaking. I don't think we're going to get our goal of actually being able to take Paris. But we'll try. That's what we're going to aim for. Just to see how it goes. Pacifico Norte? How the hell are you? No, just give me the Diplo points. Fine. Alright, we could culture convert, but we also would like some of these influence ideas. I don't know. Maybe none of this actually matters as much. Given our timing. You know what? Fuck it. Go ahead and do some culture changes. Fine. We're going to spend all our money trying to do this sort of stuff, which will give us more taxes, more manpower. And also keep our... make it less likely that we get as much unrest. Because if our cultures match, we get less unrest in those places. So that's pretty handy. Alright, I think that's fine. Still going to try to go up the quantity ideas, potentially. Although some of those buildings were pretty good. Manpower is going up. It will continue to go up. If we culture convert things and build the military buildings, it will go up. But then the question is, do we want more manpower or do we want to finish off the quantity ideas as a priority? And the quantity ideas are probably better than actually building more armories, just because just getting more force limit would probably pay us off more than having just purely more manpower. So what we'll do, all right, here's what we'll do. We're going to start burning our Diplo points. Lost some claims. All right. We're going to burn our Diplo points on culture conversion, which is going to increase our manpower. And we are going to burn our manpower, or our military points on military buildings. Keeping in mind, of course, that we don't have unlimited money either. And we're going to want some for the war so that we can just hire a bunch of mercs. All right, France, come on, seriously. Dude, finish already. Yay. Oh, and you have an accepted culture and everything. That's beautiful. Estonian. Get a little bit of heresy. That's fine. We can live with that. Bunch of trade buildings just finished. And, you know, some of this trade was okay. But yeah, in hindsight, it's like, you know what? massive culture conversion would be nice. What's one of the reasons I was happy about finishing the diplomatic ideas? Yeah. I think that's going to be good. And our manpower will go up, which will be handy. And the tax income. Good. Okay, well, we're going to put a cut in here. And we are, I don't know, man. This timing, this French war, this may have actually screwed up a lot of the timing potential. Because we really needed to have gone to war. But I don't want to go without France. Because, again, I'm hoping to weaken them. And this is a little bit scary. If we can get the French armies involved in something over here, it'll be beautiful. Keep trying to save up some money. We're making some pretty good income right now with everything low. That's good. Are we getting much of a piece of a pie over here? Actually, yeah, we're making a crap ton of money of trade over there. Okay. Wow. Nice. Excellent. This is another good potential for trade buildings. But cultural conversion is probably still the way to go. All right, folks. Thank you very much for watching this episode, and we'll see you next time.